Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and tonight I want to talk about E3 and everything we've seen and all of the disappointments there was. Take-Two Interactive, what the heck were you guys thinking, man? And maybe talk about the video that I posted last night that seems to be getting a lot of traction. So, definitely an interesting week. Started off Saturday, got to see some stuff from Ubisoft. Don't know how I'm really feeling about Ubisoft lately. I'm really excited for a couple other games, but other than that, I used to really look forward to Ubisoft games every year coming out, definitely to help to like give me a lot of games because I usually play a lot of Ubisoft games. So, some highlights, of this week, before we get into the E3 stuff, Metro Exodus update coming out. Well, I mean, it's already on my Xbox Series X. It's supposed to come out tomorrow. Can already play it. It says it's the Scarlet SDK now. It made me download stuff. And yeah, it definitely looks freaking good, man. I was trying that out a little bit yesterday as well. When I actually was able to start playing it yesterday. How about you? It's actually pretty nice. So yeah, I was kind of blown away. It looks pretty good. So we also had, gosh, what else freaking just got updated this week? Didn't we get another update this week? Something else. Or maybe it was last week. Jedi Fallen Order. That one got updated. That looks freaking amazing now. Oh, that's what it is. I bought a copy of I was pre-ordering my copy of Scarlet Nexus, and I was looking in the store at the sales, and I bought that gosh, what the freaking name? What's the name of that stupid game now? Not stupid game, but that I bought that hold on, I got to look it up now. It's kind of an older game, but it is Sleeping Dogs. Just bought Sleeping Dogs, and I turned that on my Xbox Series X. Man, that game looks like it's in 4K now. I don't ever remember that one getting any kind of upgrade except for the FPS boost, because it's running to 60 frames a second now, and I can see on the side. So it has the auto HDR and FPS boost, and it looks, man, that game looks sharp. It looks like it's running in 4K. That video game actually holds up really well to today's standards. I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, the animations and stuff, still look decidedly, 2 gens ago, but oh my gosh, man, this game looks freaking good. Because I believe that game came out on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, and then they did upgrade it for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. But then yeah, I don't remember it ever getting a 4K upgrade for the Xbox Series X, so that caught me by surprise. So the biggest thing out of E3 this year was definitely the Xbox show. Xbox completely killed it. They completely won this Xbox. They did another update to that live today. I haven't watched it yet. I was going to watch it, but I've been out all day. I was working and hanging out with the wife and stuff. Actually went to look for a new computer. I was going to get a new computer, but the only thing I could literally find out there right now, anywhere in town to buy, was a 1650, a GTX 1650, or a 5700 XT, a 5700 XT AMD. So, and both of those are $1,000 for a pre-built desktop and a laptop. One was a laptop, one was a pre-built. So, yeah, definitely going to be holding off on getting a PC for a little while longer. But yeah, as far as Xbox, man, they freaking killed it. Square Enix, what the freak are they doing nowadays, man? All of these companies, I mean, Capcom comes out. They say they're going to give us DLC to Resident Evil Village. They said they're just starting on that, so who knows how long that's going to take. Maybe they already have something that they were working on and they just kind of put to the side. Maybe they'll do like a director's cut. That'd be kind of cool. We have Xbox showed a lot of games that are going to come out before the end of next year. We also have Take-Two Interactive. I don't know what the freak they're thinking about with the whole virtue signaling thing. That stuff's getting really freaking old, man. I'm getting about done with that. I mean, all of these companies are doing it. Like I get the fact that, you know, we should like it's common knowledge, man. Most people already know that. We should just accept people for who they are. Let's just move forward. Let's let everybody be, you know, who they are and be happy and, you know, be able to do what they want to do. I mean, I'm just like, this whole thing is just getting to be so much. I don't care. I do care, but I don't care. I just want to see video games on a video game day. I mean, we get that one day a year, you know, E3 supposed to be about video games, man. I don't care about listening to all the other stuff. There's 364 other days for them to do that kind of stuff. I mean, granted they're going to get a lot of viewers and stuff, you know, for E3 and stuff, but yeah, I don't know, man. It just seems like, I mean, for the whole show for Take-Two Interactive, like that was just uncalled for, you know. That like wasted a lot of people's time, because a lot of people are waiting for some really good games from Take-Two Interactive. They're waiting for, you know, what, Grand Theft Auto 6? We still haven't seen nothing on. We still haven't even seen anything on the upgrades for Grand Theft Auto 5 that's supposed to be coming in November, when honestly this should be Grand Theft Auto 6, but they just put out Red Dead Redemption 2, so I'm pretty sure we're not going to see Grand Theft Auto 6 for another couple of years, and that's pretty disappointing that they're going to resell a game they've already sold 3 freaking generations. I don't know. Skyrim does the same thing, so whatever. I mean, hopefully we get a new Skyrim and to go with our GTA 5. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, me personally, I'm going to buy the GTA 5 again when it comes out. It is what it is. I want to see the game with better graphics. Maybe this time I'll beat it. E3 used to be, yeah, exactly. It used to be so freaking big and so freaking cool that now it's literally become a joke where companies like Take-Two Interactive just sit in virtue signal for 45 freaking minutes and not show any games. Like I don't get it. There's 364 other days for them to do that. I'm really disappointed with Take-Two Interactive, like extremely disappointed with them. I mean, this is kind of, you know, like me, I'm venting my anger, you know, with, you know, I mean, Capcom, they at least showed us, you know, a Monster Hunter and told us they're upgrading Resident Evil, but they didn't show us anything on a Resident Evil 4 remake. They didn't show us anything on a possible Code Veronica remake, and that's the one I really want, is the Code Veronica. If they want to do Resident Evil 4, more power to them, but I think Code Veronica deserves a dedicated remake. I really would like to see something from Castlevania, you know, from Konami about Castlevania. That'd be pretty cool. Even if it's just remakes of the last 2 games, I would be fine with that. Or not remakes, but like remasters or not remakes. I want remakes. I want like better visuals and stuff for those 2 games. Gosh, what else? Square Enix. Like, what the freak was that? I was live streaming that show, and seriously, almost everybody left. Like, it was that freaking bad that almost everybody was just bored of it. I couldn't even keep people there watching it, and that's got to be a testament to just how either terrible I am or how terrible Square Enix is, man, because that show was pretty dumb. That Guardians of the Galaxy, if they would have stopped at like 4 or 5 minutes and just showed us that, boom, like they just kept going and going and going. Exactly, Monkey. It was so freaking bad. And then I download that other game, that Stranger of Paradise or whatever, the demo that they gave us from the PlayStation. It was freaking 1080p, dude. 1080p. Like, even in the visuals and performance. Like, oh man, I don't know, man. If they're trying to sell me that game, they should have at least showed something that was, you know, worth looking at. That 1080p looks so bad on a 4K TV, it's not even funny. Yeah, I don't know, man. This E3 was a pretty big disappointment. The only thing that held it together was the Xbox show. Xbox pulled out all the stops. I mean, at first I was a little disappointed. I'm not going to lie, dude. I was kind of disappointed at the Xbox show just because they didn't, you know, fill it. I can't believe I was mad that they didn't put any filler in it, guys. I'm like, seriously, I was expecting, you know, all the upgraded system talk and all the other stuff that they normally do, like system updates and stuff like that. And yeah, we didn't get none of that. We got all freaking games, and I can't believe I was actually a little disappointed that I didn't get any of that. What really excites me lately though with Xbox is when they come out and they're like, oh yeah, well, here's another 74 games with FPS boost. These ones are going to do 60 frames. I'm going to give Capcom that. They were that Monster Hunter game was actually pretty impressive. I actually just bought my wife a new Switch game tonight. She wanted that collectors of Aladdin and Lion King. That was pretty funny. I went to Best Buy tonight to try to get me a new PC or a new laptop or something, and the best I could find was a 5700 XT or a 1650 graphics card. That was the best they had in stock at the store. So yeah, I was thinking about getting that. Nintendo wasn't bad. Yeah, you're right. Nintendo, I think Nintendo did pretty good. The Breath of the Wild 2 thing not coming out till like next year. That was kind of, that was the one thing I was expecting the most from Nintendo, because I was expecting to see a Switch. Yeah. After looking at what Best Buy had, dude, I'm definitely just gonna wait. There's $1,000 for a pre-built with a 5700 XT or a gaming laptop with a 1650, and I was just like, oh gosh, you know what, man? I bet I can do better than that. Like, I'll just wait, probably till the end of the year. Hopefully they'll have something out there, some more stock. Definitely gonna wait on that. I'm probably just gonna wait till the end of the year for my PC. I wanted to go look. I went there, and there's like a couple other places I could go. It's going to get worse for at least 2 years since silicone is extinct right now. Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're probably right, man. I should probably just hang off on it. This laptop I got right now is okay. They need to do something to fix things. They need to get us, something going on. So Nintendo's show, the thing I was most excited about for that is the Breath of the Wild 2. I definitely want to play that. But then we also have Metroid 2D. I do like that. I do. I'm definitely going to pick that up right when it comes out, that Metroid. I'm also going to be getting that Breath of the Wild 2 no matter what. Mario Rabbids 2. Yep, we're definitely getting that. So basically almost everything that Nintendo showed, we're probably going to end up buying day one. So yeah, Nintendo did a pretty good show. I really wish they would have showed the upgraded Switch. I definitely want to get my pre-order in for that as soon as they announce that. Yeah, dude, I love Metroid. I love Metroidvania games. So the 2D side scrolling, perfect, man. I'm perfectly okay with that, as long as it's done good, and it's and the gameplay is good with that. Yeah, I'm definitely okay with the Metroid. I never did really play the first person one on the GameCube, just because of that was pretty hard for me to play first person games back then. I'd get really motion sickness, so I wasn't able to play them long. So honestly, Take Two was a freaking joke, man. I can't believe they wasted 45 minutes of everybody's time to sit there and talk about stuff that they've got 364 other days in a year to talk about, that to bring awareness to that. I don't get why they would do that on the E3, man. Yeah, exactly. Like, that was so dumb. That was such a waste of time from them guys. I want a Switch Pro. That screen needs yeah, exactly. I personally don't. I never played my Switch, either of my Switches in the handheld mode. I've always just hooked them up to my TV. So I do want a Switch that will upscale. I do hope that they can upscale. I don't care if it gets to 4K, at least 1440p though. If they can give me a 1440p image on my 4K TV, I will be happy. You know what I should do is just buy a 1440p monitor, and then upgrade my No, I'm pretty sure I could get like a 4K 120 hertz monitor. Maybe I'll buy that. Maybe I'll just buy a monitor first when it comes to like the PC thing, and then just wait till I could get a good desktop. Yeah, Psychonauts 2 just looks so good, man. I never played the first one. I do have it. I did download it the other day on Game Pass, so I'm gonna play that. But yeah, I'm definitely looking pretty hyped for that. Dude, I'm so excited about the Xbox thing, man, with Game Pass and being able to get all of those games. You don't think they should do a new console right now? At least wait 2 years. You know, Azu, man, I kind of do feel the same way, but I want to play Breath of the Wild in the best the best way possible. You know, I mean, I do, and if I can get one of them Switches, you know, pretty close to launch or whatever, I'll be happy. If they wait until Breath of the Wild 2 is ready to launch with it, that honestly, I think that would probably be better for them to do. But I feel like that Mario Rabbids would do good on a new Switch model as well. Sony had to downgrade their games. Yeah. I think honestly, the We Believe in Generations was the biggest and most moronic lie. Yes, you are right. That was some of the dumbest crap I've ever heard in my life. For him to say that and then everything coming. Oh, you know what, guys? I saw a story today saying that there is actually already a PlayStation 4 version of Demon Souls ready to go. It was already made. It was already developed. Yeah, dude. I'm pretty like I expect that game to be coming to PS4 pretty soon. Yeah, exactly. I think if they are going to launch a new Switch, they should wait for Zelda. Maybe that's why they didn't say anything, is because it's going to be another year. Maybe Zelda. I mean, because that looked pretty playable. So maybe they do have it ready. They're just waiting until. Or I don't see any problem with them dropping the new Switch without the new Zelda. But I mean, yeah and no. People, yeah, exactly. People beat Xbox against the head the whole beginning of this generation for that. And then Xbox is still going to make it. So even if you do still have an Xbox One in 2022, you'll be able to play those games on your Xbox One through xCloud. So yeah, it doesn't even matter, dude. Xbox is bringing everybody along for the whole ride. It doesn't matter what freaking console you have. Yeah, generally COVID screwed everything. Yeah, exactly, man. Because that COVID thing, I think it was a lot worse in Asia than what anybody actually said about that. Because, yeah, it had to have been, man. The shortages and everything that we're going through. There's no way that it didn't hit Asia really hard. You know what I mean? It had to have hit China pretty freaking hard. Sony's says since the beginning that their games would be on PS4 as well. People would buy yeah, exactly. People would still buy the PlayStation 5. I mean, I do, man. Like if you have a PlayStation 4 Pro, like if that's your only console right now, a PlayStation 4 Pro, and you upgrade to a PlayStation 5, you are going to be blown away. Like there's no, I mean, if you have never seen an Xbox at One X and all you had was a PlayStation 4 or a PlayStation 4 Pro, you're going to be literally blown away when you buy a PlayStation 5. So yes, if you're a PlayStation guy, I honestly recommend you upgrade to a PlayStation 5. No doubt about it. But when I say that Xbox is a better value, like right now out of the gate, yeah, it's a better value. You buy your Xbox and you buy Game Pass and you get access to hundreds of games. Yeah, you know, that actually is pretty true, Windus. Manipulation is pretty, you know, yes and no, because Sony does put out extremely well crafted games for the most part. Like you can't deny that they are visually stunning. They are pretty sound when they come out. You know, rarely ever do they have like game breaking bugs or anything like that, unless it's Returnal. But they do put out pretty good stuff. I mean, I generally have been over my lifetime pretty happy with the product that I have gotten from Sony. Yeah, Sev, did you hear earlier that I went out to try to get a new PC today, and the only thing I could find was a 5700 XT pre-built PC at Best Buy that was open box special, or a 1650, um, or a laptop with a 1650 in it. So I for $1,000. So I just said nope. PC gamers have to support Microsoft because they support us, and we are in. Yeah, exactly. You know, if soon as PlayStation starts putting these games out on the PC day and date, yeah, dude, it's gonna rock the gaming world. You know, pretty hard for a little while, because giving PC gamers the option to play these games is gonna be like it's gonna be good for Sony. It's definitely going to be good for Sony. They should do it. They should get on it, and then they should also try Origin PC or NZT BLD if you want a pre-built. Their prices are fair, quality is good. Yeah, I know. I was over by Best Buy, and I wanted to see what they had, because I wanted something that I could just take home right now and get. So it's probably what I'm going to end up doing is I'm probably going to just grab a monitor, like a really nice monitor for now, and then going to see, you know, because shouldn't they be dropping more stock for them cards pretty soon? Because the guy at Best Buy told me that people were just coming in there and buying out even the pre-builts just to get the cards to turn around and sell the cards on the on the internet, dude. So I was like, wow, man. And their stock was pretty freaking Best Buy stock was pretty freaking limited, and they didn't really have anything anywhere. They have huge markups. Yeah. Do not buy a gaming PC from Best Buy or Walmart. Okay. To be honest, try to build your own. Yeah, if I I will go that way, Abzu. If I can get a hold of a nice graphics card, I would just build my own, because I can still get memory pretty easy. I can still get well, CPU and the GPU are the pretty hard things to get right now. Either one of them is kind of a pain in the butt. Yeah. I mean, I could probably. Hey, Brock, what's up, Punisher? How you doing, man? It's nice for you. It's nice of you to come to the show, guys. Appreciate it. You will attract PC players also. Yeah, graphics cards are insane. I've been trying to get a 3070 since January. Yeah. Man, I want to go freaking I want to get a nice, you know, a decent PC, because I want to be able to play those sim racers that are on there, like Mobilista 2 and iRacing and stuff like that. So I want to have access to that, but at the same time, I want to be able to like edit my videos and stuff like that. I want to be able to start doing gameplay videos in 4K. I have to say, you can lease a GPU, but it will be more costly. Yeah, I'm all about just trying to pay cash for things, Sev. Like, I want to be able to find one at MSRP. You should go crazy with insane indie games. Yeah. From non. What's that? No Prime Gaming. No compromise gaming. Okay. Yeah, I'll look them up tonight after this. Let me write that down so that I don't forget. I've got my trusty little No Compromise Gaming. No compromise. All right, I will look them up after that, and then the NXCT NX. Thought it was NZXT. Yeah, NZXT. Yeah, I don't know, man. They are a little pricey. They have a markup, but it's not that huge. And is it at cost or like a rent to own thing? Can your current Yeah, the one I have right now, it's got a MX 350 in it, so it'll play 1080p at potato visuals, I guess. I mean, let you build your own custom PC to your specs. Best game of the show, I'm gonna have to give that to, man. Honestly, it's a toss up between there's three games that like really stood out to me. We got Forza Horizon 5. We got gosh, what the heck is that game now? How the hell did I forget that game now? The one they've been showing off, the one that looks like Metro Exodus. Gosh dang it. I forgot. The one that looks like Metro Exodus and Breath of the Wild 2. Those are the ones that I really think were the best games of the show. And it's only $100 build fee plus the price of the components, and you get a warranty. It's the best deal you can get on a pre-build. Stalker. Yep, Stalker 2. That's it. Stalker 2. Those are the three games that like really like I'm like, oh gosh, you know, but I do like the way that Starfield looks. I like the aesthetic of Starfield. I mean, I think possibly Forza Horizon 5 might be the best looking game aside from Stalker 2. Stalker 2 looks pretty freaking good too. So it's got to be one of those two games for sure. Yeah, I'm definitely going to look up this NZXT Sev when I get off of here, cuz I want to see what they can get me and what kind of price. Yes, Stalker 2, man. I like that. I like that visual aesthetic. The most I like the aesthetic, the world of Elden Ring, but like the characters still look like clunky. The enemies still look clunky. they don't have that I mean, the world looks really good. I have the TX from Thrustmaster with the T3 PA Pro pedals inverted and playseat rig. I'm actually thinking about possibly upgrading to I'm thinking about doing that direct drive, that entry level direct drive, but gaming bit Gambit, my rig is pretty freaking sufficient, dude. It definitely works really good. I've been thinking about doing that Fnatic that entry level direct drive wheel, but gosh, you know what, man? I've got just a little over about 2 years with this rig now, and it's still freaking amazing. Like Assetto Corsa Competizione plays freaking so good on this, and my rally games feel good on it. I have a monster gaming PC, and I enjoy it a lot. Yeah, man. As soon as I can get a decent graphics card, I'm pretty excited to play some sim racing games on PC. To tell you the truth. A lot of the people I've talked to in the sim community, though, they tell me that PC sim racing is completely different from console. They say it's way more competitive, and I don't know if I'm really at that level yet to where I can be competitive with some of those guys. Because, oh yeah, definitely, dude. Flight sim looks freaking amazing. I don't think about flight sim that often, just because like I want to play it. Like, it looks fun. I'm glad it's on Game Pass. But when it comes to that, I'm probably once I start playing that flight sim, I'm probably going to end up investing in that the HOTAS setup from Thrustmaster. PC sim racing is different, but you don't have to be competitive. Yeah, I kind of want to push myself to that level though, Sim or Sev, because I've been like just playing, like trying to get better at my racecraft and stuff, for a long time. PC is good, but you have to pay for it right now, either with time or way more money than MSRP. Yeah, dude, and that's the thing, man. Like, I am the kind of person that has to have the newest and best stuff. So PC gaming is probably going to be, and it's probably going to freaking, it's probably going to be a pretty life-changing thing for me when I do go PC, to tell you the truth, guys. I don't want to give up my consoles, and I don't want PC to blow them away so much that, you know, maybe I won't get like the biggest and best because I can run all of those racing games that I want to run at a freaking pretty high frame rate at with probably just getting like a 20 series card, to tell you the truth, guys. Maybe I should just stick with like a 20 series and do that, because I could still hit 4K at, 60 frames a second on that, I'm in for a disappointment. Not if I buy a 5700 XT. No, I'm just joking. Isn't the Xbox Series X more powerful than that 5700 XT? Yeah, dude. I mean, I love my consoles, Angos. Like they're freaking. They've always been there for me. They're always optimized for the most part. Yeah, I mean, like I was thinking if I do get, I'll probably get like a 2080 or something, or a 20. The full settings, and then you start getting the idea of lowering your temperatures and overclocking. Then it's gonna make you go full money on it. Yeah, exactly, dude. On a 5700 XT is still more powerful than the Xbox. Maybe I will just pick that up, dude. It was only like $900, and I get pretty decent CPU in there too. Don't have to use a mouse and keyboard on the PC. I don't. Yeah, I mean, I've got 2 Elite Series controllers, and then I think you can use the PS5 controller on it now, as well as my sim rig. So, I mean, I'm pretty good peripheral wise. I use a Steam controller all the time. Yeah, I mean, I would just stick with my Xbox controller. That's probably my favorite controller. Now that I got that, I mean, that's another big reason I play a lot more on my Xbox, is because of that new controller, guys. Like that Elite Series 2 controller is amazing. Oh, and you can use a Nintendo. Yeah, I forget about that. I don't know if I would use a Nintendo controller though. I that Pro controller, I don't know. I mean, that's the way I'm going to play Breath of the Wild 2, is with that. So I just really want to see that game become an option like pretty soon. What'd you guys think about that Square Enix show for the most part? I mean, I'm glad that they finally announced that Stranger of Paradise or whatever or whatever that game is, but that demo at 1080p really freaking sucks, man. Plus my PC is a mini ITX gaming PC, so it's small, compact. I can take it where I want. It's about the same size as your Series X. Nice. Chaos. What's chaos? Yeah, that freaking that Square Enix, man, was pretty all over the place. Custom wadding cooling was a bit of a challenge though, but I got it done. Yeah, see, I mean, like, oh gosh, that PC thing kind of, it doesn't really give me anxiety, because I mean, I'm pretty good with like building stuff and doing stuff, but I don't know. I get frustrated with the software, to tell you the truth. Oh yeah, it is multiplayer. I wish they would give us a freaking demo on the Xbox that's actually in 4K. Oh gosh, I don't think I could ever go full PC just because some of the developers reviews put exactly. That's another thing. But so that I mean that's pretty much why I would just stick to mainly oh gosh, racing sims. I'm surprised that Xbox went full PC this time. Basically, they did. I mean, it's still a laptop, APU, but that freaking Series X is pretty hardcore, and they're definitely going to be able to optimize really well for the consoles. So if we get, if we get, when we get to about halfway through this generation, I think we're going to see some pretty impressive stuff. Oh man, I just don't want to go back to like a 1080p resolution, guys. To tell you the truth, I hope they find a way to upscale or get us to a higher resolution so that it looks good. Games for fun. What's up, man? In that small form factor, impressive. Yeah, I think that's a valid concern for any port, but a PC port you can fix yourself rather than waiting for a patch. So that is good for me. Well, I don't know how to fix those. PC games rarely have issues. That's a that's a misconception. Yeah, you know what? I do kind of feel like they are getting better when they are making them now, especially now that the Xbox GDK is more in line with the PC. I think you're not going to see as many problems Xbox first party and other games that are on the Xbox. They'll probably be able to crank up the. I think we're sitting pretty good going forward, PC and console wise. I think they're definitely going to have a lot more scalability in these new engines for these games. Their Mosaic Tower 100 is the most impressive case. Outside Cyberpunk, I had a horribly buggy game in over a decade. Yeah, you know what, guys? Playing Cyberpunk on my Series X really wasn't that bad of an experience, to tell you the truth. As long as I stuck to the the main campaign, I didn't have a bad experience. But it was anything when I went out of when I started going deviating from that campaign is when things started really getting freaking out of hand. That's true. PC games are usually issue free. The last one I remember is Batman Arkham. One of those games. Yeah, exactly. Nobody could. I think the wasn't the biggest problem with the Batman game is it was completely unoptimized and people were having problems even hitting 60 FPS on that. I don't like big bulky PC cases. Yeah, I don't even know if I got to move some stuff around before I get a big giant freaking PC. Velka 7 case. I prefer my mini ITX gaming PC also. Yeah, maybe I can get my channel big enough to where Nvidia will just start sending me freaking free graphics cards. Maybe I should change the name of my channel to PC reviewer, right? That would be freaking interesting. Gosh dang it. So yeah, I haven't really, dude. Like this week at work has been like really freaking tough, man. It's been a real. I have a big quiet DX 500. It's a huge, but airflow is amazing. Point against, but people want a point against the PC, so they still bring it up to this day. PC is the only solid evidence they have. Yeah, I mean, I think that a lot of us, I mean, like now that I'm getting older, and like continuing in my thing, like gaming and stuff, like PC just seems like the more natural evolution to gaming for a lot of us. Um, Especially if console games start going the way of the freaking cell phone. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. My mini ITX is what cooled. Also wasn't easy, but I made it a custom water loop out of glass. I mean, like for the for the PlayStation, I'd probably definitely use that for exclusives, but for the Xbox, it took a lot of fittings. I mean, I know that I'll be able to get all the Xbox games on the PC, but the PlayStation games, if they start going all full, I mean, if they start going like PC day one, like that'll be a no brainer for me to upgrade completely to just get a PC and then give my kids my consoles. See, I feel like the opposite. The older I get, the less I want to mess with PC and would rather play on the console. Features like quick resume are amazing. Yeah, I don't know, man. I've always been like really into graphics and stuff, like visuals. And every time I see a game now that comes out and it's not 4K black backlog, like that bugs me. Like it makes it like it almost like makes me like not even want to buy or play that game. You know, I mean, I have to keep telling myself if it's 1440p will be okay. If it's but I know right when I see that 1440p, I'm like disgusted with it and I don't want to freaking play it. Like I'm not even like I mean Ratchet and Clank with the performance RT mode, it looked fine. Like it looked fine. It was playable, but like it disgusted me. I didn't want to play it because it wasn't a higher resolution. I mean, I know that sounds stupid, but I mean, the whole reason you buy video games is, you know, I would say that physical that visual attraction is pretty freaking important. You know, I always hear a lot of people, well, I'd rather give up resolution for frame rate and stuff, but I mean, seriously, you'd rather play a potato at 240 frames a second or a beautiful game at, 60 frames. It is a hard sell now for me to want to play games at 30 frames a second. That's definitely for sure, but I don't know, man. I mean, it's a natural evolution of a gamer. And now I prefer performance over performance. Or yeah, dude, I don't even want to see that freaking. I do like the way the ray tracing looked on the 4K mode, but I don't really give a shit about that. Give me some really nice screen space reflections and ray trace shadows and lights, and I'm happy. I mean, a ray trace. So that's a thing. Is ray trace shadows and lighting still as expensive as rasterized ray trace reflections, or is that not? PC is cool, but not everyone can pay for high-end gaming PCs. Yeah, I mean, Windows, I can pay for a high-end gaming PC, but do I want to? Is some of the time is like where I get to sometimes, because that just sounds it just sounds like a lot to get into, and I like to buy a lot of games. Consoles equal convenience. Yes, that is very true, dude. At under 32 inches, there's no visual difference at 2 feet, which is why most PC gamers use 1440p. Hardly anyone goes over 32. Okay, that definitely makes sense, because you're right. The smaller the screen, the less thing. But I like playing on my 55-inch TV from 2 feet away. I like to be like really close to my TV when I'm playing. So and playing driving sims, I want a bigger TV so that I can see what's going on with a lot of resolution. This last generation, being able to finally get racing games at 4K was freaking amazing. It made everything way nicer, especially at 60 frames a second. That was really good, like for Forza and stuff. And now that WRC 9 is actually 60 frames at 4K, that's pretty good too. I definitely think some people will never game on a PC, and that is fine. But if you want the best gaming experience possible, you get on that PC. Yeah, bad for your eyes, bro. Actually, games 4K is made to be. 4K TVs are made for you to sit closer to them. Honestly, actually, sitting as far away as I do, I rarely ever get bloodshot eyes anymore. My eyes used to get really bloodshot before, but now I haven't had bloodshot eyes since I've had a 4K TV. If you want value, you can go to console, go with Microsoft for now, and maybe after 3 years go Sony. Yeah, I mean, right now Xbox in the pandemic, if you ain't got the money, they are the better value. If you've got money, yeah, get yourself a PS5, man. Buy them $70 games day one. I sold my 2080 Ti PC a long time ago and kept the Xbox, now Series X. Yeah, I mean, I personally do love my consoles. But remember, building a PC is better than the current consoles. Is like buying 12 PS5 games. Yeah, that's true, huh? I'm thinking like when you see native 4K, yeah, exactly. When I mean, there's been some games on Xbox that have been native 4K, and it does look good. Like you can definitely see a major difference. Just the clarity alone is so much freaking better than like 1080p now. 1080p looks like crap on my TV, man. The games just don't look good. 4K upscaled the Switch to actually look great. Considering the low res output, it is a miracle. The cartoony graphics, cartoony games always look decent no matter what resolution they're on for the most part. I know that if on Zelda on my TV, I just turned the sharpening up to 100 and it looked great. It looked pretty good. Plus, I have friends who live in Russia and they cannot game on consoles. They can, but the support for it in their area is terrible. Oh, what resolution? What frame rate? I want 60 frames a second at 4K native. Yeah, with ray tracing. Yeah, that sounds 4K 60, 1440p. I have a really expensive TV though too. Hello. Yeah. I was looking at that today. When I was at Best Buy, I was looking at those two. Those 8K TVs from Samsung are what was it, like $2,600 or $2,900 or something for a 65-inch. And I was looking at that picture and like with 4K, like even 4K looks like the 4K image that they were showing on there looks like it's like it didn't look good. It did not look good on that 8K TV, man. I was like, ooh, boy, looking right at it, standing right next to it, it did not look good. About 1,500, you can find parts, MSRP. Cartoony games are the best. Yes, they do. Anything cell shaded usually does stand the test of time pretty freaking well. It always ends up looking pretty good. In a few years, those 8K TVs, yeah, exactly. As soon as Vizio makes an 8K TV, I'm gonna buy one. I'm just I mean, I'm with the 3090 and water cooled, and DLSS does a really good job. Yeah, I mean, if they would just freaking if that direct ML is real and works good this generation, I'm going to be happy with my Xbox for the most part. I'll definitely look into it sometime when I have that kind of money. Oh, yeah, we just need some more freaking stimmies, man. Tell the government to give us some more stimmies and we'll just buy some more freaking PC parts. That's where all the PC parts went. Everybody bought them with their stimmies and now they're trying to resell them. Yeah, A's nicely only mirror minor enhancements at every expansion. Too bad Blizzard sucks now. Yeah, exactly. What the freak happened to Blizzard? What the freak happened to BioWare, dude? I mean, these guys were some of the freaking best, and now they can't even make a good game for the freaking life of them. Like that damn BioWare, man. I'm really thinking, that I might not even pick. Like, I want to play Dragon Age 4 so freaking bad, but yeah, I don't know, man. Blizzard died. Yeah, exactly. Blizzard died when they started trying to make phone games, and then BioWare, they're on their way out too. They're gonna be the next Visceral Games from EA, man. Any really solid gaming laptops these days? Not that they're on the market, man. The best gaming PC I could find today was a 1650. Could find was a 3070, but even that's a beast. Yeah, BioWare died around Dragon Age 2. I did like Inquisition, but I wish they would have gave that a next gen upgrade for not a next gen, but at least an Xbox One X upgrade. It would have been a lot better. I mean, it does have boost mode now, so you get like Fuzz K. It's all blurry as crap, but it does work. Yeah, laptops are just, I don't know. Isn't a laptop basically like buying an Xbox Series X? They both have APUs, don't they? Oh gosh. Is the GPU just trying to find one of those is freaking impossible. Maybe I should just get on Jace 2 cents and tell him to send me a graphics card, man. Tell him, please, man, please. Let me win that PC rebuild. I'll send you my laptop. Yeah, I mean, as long as you can play something on it. Whew. Oh man, I'm sorry, guys. This has been a rough week, man. At work, we've had a lot of stuff to do. So, and I've been pretty freaking tired. So don't mind if I'm yawning, man. But all I want to do is talk about video games. So this weekend, guys, I'm gonna start playing some more Kingdom Come Deliverance. I'm freaking. I downloaded it all. It's all downloaded now. No point in building a PC just now. You're best sticking with the Series X. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I got both of them right now, so I'm pretty set for the most part. Don't really have to worry about freaking. All I have to worry about is buying my games. I'm definitely going to get a PC, but I'm not going to pay anything more than freaking MSRP for any of that stuff. I have no desire, to do that. I mean, I will consider a pre-built. I'm going to look at that NZXT tonight or this weekend or whatever. But as far as buying something over MSRP, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to pay freaking scalpers for nothing, and I'm not buying any of that crap used. I want it brand new. Brand new is the best way to go, right, guys? Don't buy that crap used, especially with all the freaking crypto crazies out there, dude. That shit pisses me off. I think it's funny, like, yeah. I mean, as long as they don't try to charge me like over MSRP, Sev, like I definitely don't have a problem buying them. Work, tell me about it. Worked all week, just getting off now. I don't work hard to pay. Exactly, man. I bust my freaking butt, dude. And yeah, I'm not gonna freaking pay a scalper to like sit at home. Just that's dumb, dude. I didn't pay anything more than MSRP for my systems. Just don't go Dell or HP. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I have no. The laptop I got now is an Asus. I mean, it's pretty decent. I also think if you're going to get a PC, you're better building it yourself and getting the best graphics card you can get, etc. Just price wise, right now it's insane. Yeah, yeah, I definitely got to do some research though if I'm going to build it myself. Got to figure out what components to get, what motherboard and stuff, what case, how I'm going to cool it, all that stuff. Yeah, I mean that's just stuff that I've never really thought about. So it's definitely. I think it's funny a developer comes to your chat every day, but here I am. Yeah, that is pretty cool, man. I appreciate it. I do love it. Did you see the update I did for? Did you see the update I did on Chivalry 2? I'm so freaking happy they're gonna. I'm so happy they're doubling the size of that game. I'm ecstatic about that. I actually just bought me a new. I bought me a new medieval book on Audible. I got the story of medieval England. Freaking pretty cool. It's like a college book. I love watching or listening to those as I go to bed. They even cable managed great, which is a big company fell. Yeah, Kingdom Come. You know what, man? It is good. Like I was so my playthrough that I'd started when I first bought it, I got like 20 something hours into it, but then my journey with Henry was sadly pretty short lived because I got myself in this death loop that the guy only needed to hit me one time and I couldn't like get out of there. I couldn't heal myself, nothing like that. And yeah, dude. So it was like it was driving me insane. So I just restarted. But yeah, dude, like story wise, it's really good. It actually looks and runs way better on the Xbox Series X now. So yeah, definitely want to get into it. I like it here though, because usually when people find out who I am and what I do, all I get drowned by is, oh, oh yeah, you know, yeah. I mean, like I'm interested in that kind of stuff, Sev, but you know, like most of it would probably just go right over my head, for the most part. So what would I do with it, I know all about it, and I'm working on these meshes for the maps now. Dude, that's so awesome, though. Yeah. Honestly, though, Sev, if I could figure out or learn how to develop games, the first thing I would want to build really is a really freaking cool rally game that have you ever, like, you've heard of the most dangerous roads in the world, like in Sri Lanka and Nepal and all those like cliff roads. I would want to build a rally game with like with actual scanned, with those roads scanned and everything. Like that'd be so freaking cool, man. But yeah, I'm a mechanic, man. I fix freaking cars. I fix diesels. I fix overhead cranes. That's what I do, man. I fix things. I wouldn't even know where to start doing that. Yeah, Kingdom Come Deliverance. It is so brutal in the combat, and that's my biggest thing. Azu is because I didn't do any of that. I didn't practice any of that. I spent all of my time running around, talking to people, trying to learn how to read, trying to manage my health, and then when I finally got in a fight, it was with the dude that stole my dad's sword, and yeah, dude, I was in that attic, and I had one hit point, and there was nothing I could do. I was reading that Microsoft is going to introduce streaming to console to allow Xbox One X and old gen. Yep, they are supposed to do that after they switch out the blades to the Xbox Series X ones. It's freaking pretty cool, man. I bought Kingdom Come yesterday because of you. LOL. I never heard of it. It's like $12 on the Xbox store. Heck yeah, man. Are you enjoying it? I think it's good. I mean, like at first it kind of starts off really slow, but once you get in there with Henry, you start talking to people, and you have to learn like how to read and stuff like that. If you're dirty, people won't talk to you. Like it is a really thought out, really deep, really, really like, yeah, dude, I love that experience. And I got so far in it. And then when I got to that point where there was nothing I could freaking do but die and keep dying, man, I had to restart my game, and it just like it sucked all the life out of me. But it's been like 4 years since that came out, and Chivalry 2 has just made it so I just want to keep playing that freaking game. Like I want to get back on there and get through that again, because it is an amazing experience. I really do love it. I don't mind telling anyone, but usually they don't understand what I'm saying to them. Yeah, exactly, man. I wouldn't know what to do with that information, Sev. If you have a base knowledge, yeah. See, I don't have. I mean, I could buy books on Amazon and freaking try to learn how to do it. It would be freaking cool, but yeah, I just don't know where I'm going to find the time to do that. Tell me about it. I'm tired of people asking me what's in Area 51, like I'd actually tell them. Yeah, just let me rack up some felonies real quick and go. Yeah, no. See, me personally, I wouldn't even want to know what the heck is in Area 51. I wouldn't like what am I going to do with that information? Plus nobody likes talking about work, me included. Yeah, exactly. Haven't had a chance to play it yet. Looks a little like Skyrim. Yeah, it does. It does look a little like Skyrim, but it's more realistic looking too at the same time. Like you're not going to see dragons or any of that kind of stuff in it. It's more of like a medieval fantasy, where like, yeah, it's definitely more medieval grounded, realistic fantasy. So you'll probably like it. If you liked Skyrim, you'll definitely like it. I'm retired now, so just tell people I'm unemployed. It's not technically a lie. It's very true. Wasn't that game on Game Pass a while back? Kingdom Come Deliverance? I think it might have been. But it's on sale right now, dude. It's pretty cheap. You can get like the whole thing with all the DLC for like $12, like he was saying. Right now, the main thing on Chivalry 2 is coding the message, and meshes has been hard because of the collision models. So right now, main thing is I can make it pretty, but there's clipping issues. Yeah. Too bad there's not a way to like just add like yeah, I don't know, man. That clipping issue thing sounds like it's been a problem for games for a long time. Half-Life 3 is in Area 51. I'll tell you this much, it's not alien bodies. Yeah, I never thought it was. It's got to be something cooler. Why the hell would they keep alien bodies? You lie, Scientologist knows and you is buried there. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's funny. Got me. I'm just hiding Tom Cruise. He keeps bothering me. Or PS5s. Yeah, that's where all the PS5s are. They're in Area 51, so nobody can get them. I'm sure Tom Cruise is a commie. Oh, he's a Scientologist, man. What the hell is Scientologist? He just believes in science or something. I don't know. See, I never even tried to learn about that. So, what's our thoughts on E3 then? We don't have thoughts on that. It was a pretty Xbox stole the show. Nintendo came in hot second, and the rest of it was basically, yeah, all crap. No, I'm just not all crap. Ubisoft is like one of my favorite developers, and they were like really let me down this year. Scientologists are commies. Exactly. He could be both. So what's our thoughts on E3 then? I felt like it was a pretty lackluster year. Be interesting to see what Sony. I really wish Sony would come back to E3 so that we would have that competition, just oh man, it's getting so frustrating with Sony, man. I'm so irritated with the way they're doing things. I still can't even upgrade my SSD, and it's been over 7 months. It's really frustrating. I love that there's a much closer race to yeah, exactly. Xbox is killing it, dude. And with PlayStation being so freaking quiet and cagey about what's going on, it's just making everything way better for Microsoft. The only problem Xbox didn't have was a wow moment. I don't know. They wowed me with that Forza Horizon 5, but I was already kind of expecting that to be revealed. So you're right. It didn't really wow me because I already expected that. But they could do it if they announced Starfield last. I don't know. That kind of wowed me to have it announced first. If they would have showed more like gameplay and stuff, it would have probably been a lot better. I missed that comment up there, so let me go back up. Xbox is making Sony very nervous, and it's very clear they want to pump out exclusives because they know that is all people want from them. Yeah, exactly. That's the only thing that keeps Sony going, man. The exclusives. If they stopped putting out exclusives as fast as they have like this year, yeah, dude, with them already talking possibly having Horizon Forbidden West delayed, because honestly, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, that PlayStation 5 is probably going to be off until that game comes out, unless I decide to buy something, unless I like have a wild hair at my butt and I just want to play something on PlayStation. But other than that, it might stay off till then. Now Xbox has exclusives coming, and they're going to be coming every couple of months for sure now. Let's see, wondering where the dominance they had with the PS4 went. They're going to be wondering that a long freaking time after Xbox cleans them out, man. I'm glad Xbox is trying hard, as it will push Sony. And yeah, dude, I definitely see Sony putting their games on freaking on PC day one, the same time they come out on PlayStation 5, and they're going to have to answer Game Pass. They're going to have to do something with that. They're going to have to start putting their games on there, whether it's a couple months after they launch or day one. They're going to have to start doing something. Only 20% of Sony's customers actually buy exclusives. That's pretty true, man. A lot of it's the hype for the system. Well, I mean, if you think about games, if you think about it, God of War sold, 20 million copies or something? And there was 110 million PlayStation 4 sold. So I think it's less than 20. Probably like 16%. It's natural that Sony is nervous. Yeah, very true. They were betting that right now would probably have more PS5s in their ecosystem. Yeah, they were definitely betting on that, but oh wow, the COVID happened. It's only point of resonance. I believe E3 wasn't all that. Xbox is going to show. They will likely do another online presentation before the holiday season, maybe two. They did show us more on Hellblade 2 today in that Xbox. They did another show today, and they did show us some Hellblade stuff. So that's probably not coming out for another year or two. I think Microsoft knew they couldn't get the manufacturing and announced cross-gen early just to avoid being caught in a lie. Sony decided to play chicken and lost. That's very true, man. Sony's going to pay for that. They're definitely going to. It will only benefit if Sony stops making their games console exclusives. Yeah. Let's run home numbers here. Here that is always fun. Horizon Zero Dawn sold 8 or 9 million with an ecosystem of 120 million PS4s systems. That isn't even 20% exactly. Yeah, PlayStation 5 games they do sell, but they don't sell freaking as much as you would think for people that are like, oh gosh, I gotta have the PlayStation. PlayStation 4 did well last year or last gen because it was $100 cheaper when it came out. Xbox switch strategy. Sony have to sell consoles. Xbox don't care what plastic you have as long as you have a subscription. Exactly. They were smart. They're very smart. You might be right, by the way. There is a reason why Microsoft sells. I'm always right on rare occasions. Yeah. It's to get people who don't want to go to PC. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think that consoles are always going to be game changer. How it sounds like Microsoft is going to be able to turn every Xbox One into a Series X via game. Yeah, that is a game changer, Metal. If they actually pull that off, dude, if they actually pull that off to where they can stream those games at a pretty decent quality, yeah, dude, that's a game changer. That is definitely a game changer. Hey, did you hear about Demon's Souls remake? Yeah, I did. I said something about that earlier. It says the thing that I read, they already said they have a full working code for it. Yeah. So yeah, it's probably coming to PS4. I already freaking called that like a little while ago. So I just don't see, Sony has to, man. They don't have enough PS5s out there. They're gonna have to start selling. They're gonna have to start selling this stuff to their fan base. They're not going to be able to hold them out much longer. These huge exclusives have massive budgets, and it's not sustainable to keep them. Yeah, exactly. There's no way they can sustain that unless they get more PlayStation 5s out there really quick. But if they don't, then yeah. I know that they're still selling out, but I know the Xbox Series X is still selling out every time it hits the shelves too. I don't think that Sony is going to do the same thing as Game Pass. They're going to have to, Azu. They're going to have to do something. These huge they have to. I feel like they have to within the next. They might be able to get through the rest of this year without doing something like it, but with Xbox going to be launching games every month going through the end of the year, they're going to have to. Sony's pretty much blown their wad this year with all the exclusives that they've already put out, and with none of them really being like massive system sellers. I don't know, man. Ratchet and Clank is a good game, but I mean, it's definitely a good game, but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't see anybody going out of their way to go buy a PlayStation 5 for Ratchet and Clank. I just don't see that being I don't see that being a thing. I think people honestly, guys, I think most of the hype is, PlayStation exclusive, and then I buy them. And sometimes, I mean, like they usually turn out pretty fun, but I never have a desire to like go back and play them. I have a brother who works at PlayStation, and he says they are wanting PC gaming specific coders, and they are hiring in mass right now. Anyone see the writing on the wall? Oh yeah, they're definitely trying to figure out how to put them on their day and date. That's for sure. Because they even have, I mean, PlayStation games are highly, highly optimized for the PlayStation consoles. So when they do port those over to PC, I don't know, man. I could see Sony kind of being shady and just porting over a port straight to PC that needs something equivalent to the PlayStation 5 to play it in the same way. Uncharted 4 got leaked for PC too. Yeah, that's definitely coming to PC. They better give me an upgrade. I mean, I'm definitely glad I'm getting a Death Stranding update. I saw this one massive Sony fanboy channel that had a live stream titled 4K 30 FPS to throw rocks at Xbox and Forza. There's some unhinged desperation to try to hate on Xbox. Yeah, that's pretty insane because I thought the other day that Forza Horizon 5 was going to be 4K 30, but then the developer said on Twitter that it's actually going to be 4K 60. Yeah, I was pretty happy. Oh, Uncharted 4 got leaked for PC too. I understood it from him as now the team doing the PC ports is very small, but they want to grow it exponentially to push the ports out faster. Yeah, I definitely can. I could see that happening pretty quickly, actually. I wonder when this new map is supposed to be coming to Chivalry 2. I know that they just announced it on Twitter the other day or today or something, but I'm definitely wanting to see when. Oh, man. Oh, let's see. I'm trying to find some information. I don't know. They'll throw shade at 4K 30 on the other. Horizon has two modes, 4K 30 FPS like a pretty mode and a performance mode, which will be. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Like I want to. I don't think. Yeah, I mean I'm gonna see the 4K 30 mode, but I would much rather just play it in the 60. But that's gonna be cool though. Honestly, that I'm kind of happy that we're getting the 4K and the other modes as well. Like that's actually not a bad thing. That's actually pretty good, guys. Once they have full team assembled, they can handle PC ports specifically, and they will start doing faster and faster. Both, yeah. I think by the end of next year, we'll probably start seeing PS5 games launch day and date. I think the specs of both consoles are irrelevant right now. That's very true. We haven't really seen anything. Well, Ratchet and Clank was a pretty good showcase for the most part this early in the generation for the PlayStation 5. I will give it that. I mean, both consoles are hard to be. Yeah, that's true. It's definitely going to be a pretty hard thing to find a console. I mean, I bought Days Gone and Horizon Zero Dawn from Steam just to encourage Sony toward PC. I could not finish Days Gone for the life of me. I couldn't. I have no desire to play that game. It's not that I don't like it. I'm just kind of over zombies right now, but I mean, eventually I'm going to go back and play it. And Horizon Zero Dawn, I bought and beat that right when it came out. I love that game. I'm one of the people being considered to join the team. Also, nice. Well, if you join the Sony team, I'm going to need insider information from you, my friend. No, just joking. I think it's a still for Sony, to be honest. Yeah. Releasing full price old games. Hey, you know what, man? Them games, yeah, if they can get people to pay full price again, I mean, yeah, PlayStation usually does pretty good sales though. You can usually, I mean, they do all of their after a while, after they get to a certain amount of titles sold, they usually drop them to $20 to make that the greatest hits price. I mean, I think they're still doing that. I'm looking forward to Forza Motorsport. Let's see. No response yet, though. But we are seeing. Let's see if it pays off. We will. Pays well. I will go do it. Yeah, if it pays good. You don't want to take a pay cut to go do it. I'm more looking forward to the Forza Motorsport game. Yeah, Forza Motor, the track racing one, right, Cabbage? But I'm keen to try the Race Builder and Horizon. I also can't wait to play Flight Sim. Yeah, those are definitely going to be some pretty freaking fun games. If you join Sony team, I'm gonna need you the PC gamer card back. No, I'm just joking. I hear that Sony has very harsh NDA contracts, so I doubt I could. Oh yeah, they're. I've heard some pretty. Yeah, dude. I mean, people can't say anything, man. When it comes to Sony, dude. Horizon Zero Dawn with reshade, improved water, NVIDIA filters looks as good as the new PS5 showcase. Oh yeah, I bet. I wouldn't doubt it. I would be on the PC port team though. How accurate is Flight Sim's map? You think I'd be able to see my house? They say they use it actually has Google Map data that they use from they stream at the same time on the PC. So I think it was actually pretty accurate. It's a lot, and I thought they were using like a 4K images too. Actually, if I remember correctly, I remember hearing about that they do have a solution to get like everything in there. I'm not in the middle of nowhere, but I am in the middle of nowhere. I'm in Utah. Look, Horizon was built with a PC in mind. Yep. They are freaking accurate. Yeah, that's what I hear. They're pretty accurate. I can see my house in that game. Nice. I can't wait. I can't wait to see my house in it. Depends where you live. Some buildings are just made up as opposed to real life. It's mainly inner major cities that are like for like. I'm also a coder who is independently contracted. I go to the highest bidder on my contract. Yeah, exactly. The Top Gun DLC for that. Yes, it does. I can't wait to see that. I live in a suburb closer to the country, and I flew over my house. Nice. Yeah, dude, I can't wait to freaking play that game. I'm so excited because I live pretty close to Salt Lake City, so my house should be in it. That would be pretty cool. I can't wait to fly over. I'm probably going to crash into my house. Probably going to do that. It's probably the first thing I'm going to do, actually. I have also worked for the game Grounded for a little while. Nice. I knew a frog. Any indie game? I'm thinking about picking up that Sable, and there was that. What was that other one? Reshaded or something? What the heck was that freaking game? That 2D one that looked pretty freaking good. Reshaded, is that what it was? Reshaded, guys. You can land anywhere apparently, so I can technically land on your street. Yeah. That there was a couple of those. Let me see if I can find that list from Xbox, because there was actually a couple of those indie games I was gonna try. Replaced. Yeah, Replaced. That's the one. Hollow Knight was awesome. Did they show another Hollow Knight? I don't remember seeing a Hollow Knight in any of those shows. Maybe they did. Let's see. There was a bunch. Somebody had that patch. There was. Okay. Hades. I want to play Hades. I don't really. I'm not really that interested in Among Us. The Ascent. I'm definitely going to play that. Dark Alliance. Sable. I want to check that out. Shredders. I want to check that out. Was it Blood Roots? No. That other one. Hades is a hell of a good. Yeah, I definitely want to see that game. Yeah, Replaced. That's the one that I was really thinking about. Yeah, there is a new Hollow Knight called Hollow Knight Silksong. Okay, so I'm definitely going to want to check that out. Oh no, what was that other one that was made by the guys that did Salt and Sanctuary? That one looks interesting as well. I don't remember. Is that one Blood Roots? Gosh dang it, I don't remember the name of it. Salt and it was made by the Salt and Sanctuary guys, so I definitely want to play that. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Hades. Already finished it. Haven't directly for any game company was in the military since 17, but I do contract work for a security firm. Yeah. Among Us is pretty fun if you have friends. Yeah, I don't have a lot of friends, guys. I'm a 40-year-old guy with not that many friends. I don't know. I kind of feel like every guy goes through that once they get older. They kind of just move on with their family and don't really have a lot of friends. Everybody I grew up with, man, I don't even live in the same state as most of them anymore. The Binding of Isaac. I think I did try that a while ago. Maybe not though. Hades is so good. I bought it for Switch. I was hoping Age of Empires 4. You know what? When I saw that Age of Empires, I was like so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, is this coming? Yeah, no, it didn't. It's not coming to freaking Xbox, and that's really, really frustrating. No, they didn't say it. Oh, a Plague's. Yes, you're right. A Plague's Tale Requiem is definitely one of those games that I'm buying day one. Oh, kids going crazy. School just ended for the summer. Yeah. Have to go pretend to be a grown-up night. See you games. Have fun, man. Yeah, I'm probably going to be getting off here in a minute too. I want to play a little bit of games before I go to bed. So we have another Evans in here. Do we have another Evans in here? Not that I know of. What Age of Empires was it? 4, I believe. Age of Empires 4 for the Xbox series. Playing it free on Game Pass. Yes, exactly. All of them games I get to play free on Game Pass. I might try to download that Age of Empires on my laptop and see how good it runs. Because I do want to play that. I want to check that out. Remastered Plague's Tale coming July 6th. What the freak? Like an upgraded version for A Plague's Tale Innocence. Oh my gosh. A Plague's Tale Innocence Xbox One X or Xbox Series X. Heck yeah, dude. That is so bad. Yes, that is true. 4K 60. Oh my freaking gosh, dude. I can't wait to play. I'm going to play that again for sure. Or at least I always say I'm going to play everything again, but then they're launching this stuff so freaking fast and so, oh my gosh. I got, what was it? There's been so many games that, I've gotten like, I started playing, Shadow of the Tomb Raider again after it got that update. I got a little ways into that. Gosh, dude. And then they just keep launching so many things. Wow, that is freaking cool. Getting 4K on July 6th with 4K resolution, 60 FPS, and other visual enhancements. Update publisher has also now confirmed this upgrade for PlayStation 5 and announced a Nintendo Switch cloud version of the game. Also, as if you play on Xbox Series X, you'll get these enhancements on the date. No extra fuss. Cool, man. And it's a free update. All right, dude. That is freaking amazing. I love it when they do that. My name is Weird Sebastian Evans, and I have a twin sister, Serenity Lodi Evans. It's not weird, man. Parents were just creative. Sounds cool. That is actually pretty cool, man. Your name is pretty cool, man. That's like I've never heard that before. That is pronounced Lod. Lodia. It's French pronunciation. Loda. Oh, I was about to start Doom Eternal, but now I'm going to wait because they are releasing the next gen patch. Yep, exactly. On the 29th. That's going to be, dude, Doom Eternal already looked amazing on my Xbox One X. I was like, woo. I was like, wow, man, this is like one of the best looking games I've played in a while. That game is so freaking clean and looks so good. Yep, and it's going to be even better with 4K 60 FPS with ray tracing. That's insane. It's like a Kennedy or Kennedy. At the end. Oh. Oh, I'm still waiting for a decent RPG to come out. Yeah, well, keep waiting, man. We're never getting one of those. It's been a long time since we've had a good, really good Elodia. Elodia. Oh man. Yeah, Azu, I really don't know if we're going to get a decent RPG anytime soon. It has been a while. Oh, man. I would really like to see wait, wasn't there supposed to be Baldur's Gate? Wasn't is that new one they were making was turn-based and it was only coming to Octopath. Oh yeah, Octopath. That is a good one. Persona 5 was good. I've got Octopath downloaded, man. I just man, I'm running out of time to play games. Persona 5 was good. Yeah, I got that one downloaded. I downloaded that too. Xbox announced they are trying to go through their Xbox One catalog with FPS boost first, but afterwards they will look into 360 games. Can you imagine Red Dead? Yeah, exactly. Running at 60 frames a second. All I really want, Game Punisher, from Xbox backward compatibility is I want them to upgrade both of the Castlevania Lords of Shadow games to 4K, 60 frames a second, so I can enjoy them. French names are hard for Americans for some reason. Yeah, we're not really good. I mean, my pronunciation with Spanish is pretty good for the most part. And I think that isn't French pretty close to Spanish? But Monster Hunter does look good, man. Oh yeah, that one is coming to PC, huh? Canadians, though, we get the French names, so easily cultural things, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, it is. That is pretty cool. As we, oh man, like the name Matthew, 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 Matthew. No. Mi habla poquito español. I can read it better than I can actually than I can speak it though. I have to speak French. I'm Canadian from Montreal, Quebec. Yeah. Did I say that name right? Matthew? Is the because I know in Spanish it's a e o u are the vowels. And once you figure that out, then it's a little bit easier to like read Spanish and stuff and learn the pronunciation. But I just don't know how the vowels are for Spanish or for French. I had to take Spanish for law enforcement when I was going to school to be a police or to be a probation officer. So what do you think Sony will do now after E3? They're probably going to go hide. I'm only fluent in West Virginia. Oh, gosh. I'm only fluent in shop talk lately. Cursing words. Oh man. I pretty much think that Sony is going. I think Sony's going to do, because we're still going to get Deathloop, we're still going to get Ghostwire Tokyo, we're still going to get for Horizon Forbidden West. So I pretty much think they're probably just going to do their little Spanish and German. I am a polyglot. No. Huh. You're probably never going to have to worry about Alzheimer's disease if you speak that many languages, Sev. You're probably good, man, because they say that speaking more than one language is actually a good thing for Alzheimer's. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to react. Azu, I doubt PlayStation's going to go out of their way to react. They're just going to, keep doing what they've been doing. So they'll probably do one of the state of plays or whatever whenever these games are about to launch. I thought that Deathloop was pushed back to like October or something, and then Ghostwire, or was that Ghostwire Tokyo? Ooh, I'm generally forgetful. Good PR and brand recognition will carry them for some. Yeah, I would say with the brand recognition and good PR, they could probably get through. They might be able to pull off 2 years without really reacting. But gosh, it's going to be hard once Game Pass really starts kicking off this generation. It's gonna, especially if games like Forza Horizon 5 and Halo are actually hits and look good when they launch. Yeah, PlayStation's gonna have to react eventually. No, I mean PlayStation. Well, if you go back and you remember PlayStation 3, I mean they came out all cocky that time, but then they changed a couple years later, and they were basically giving out PlayStation 3s after that. You really saying Sony is a blockbuster? Yeah, Blockbuster didn't react either. You know what? I was making a joke the other day. I was like, the news will be like, so what was the turning point for the downfall of PlayStation? When they didn't bring out the when they didn't make it so people could update their SSDs. Oh gosh, Halo will bring a lot of people. Yes, it's going to. Subscription is the future. I just really hope that the content. I just hope that the content remains pretty high. Yeah, to be honest, Sony doesn't need to react, in my opinion. They've had consistent bangers all generation and starting out good this gen. Yeah, you're pretty right, Joe. I don't really necessarily think they need to react, but I think that I don't know if Microsoft is going to take over Sony this generation. I don't know. I don't think that is the case. But they're definitely gonna grow a lot faster this generation than they did last generation for sure. With Game Pass and all the innovation, they are definitely going to put PlayStation in a position to where they have to adapt this generation, like with the PlayStation 3. I think they will be overtaken in the end by subs. Yeah, definitely. Xbox is gonna have a lot more subs than PlayStation. I'm thinking Xbox is probably going to end up with more subscribers than PlayStation sells PlayStation 5s this generation, if that makes sense. Yes, Metro Exodus upgrades are really nice. And console sales, no. I don't think Xbox is going to sell more consoles, but I do think they're going to sell more subs. Then again, Sony kind of turned their back on the Japanese. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think that Sony's going to have to do something. I think that unless they can pump out exclusive games pretty quick, You know, if PlayStation can pump out 4 exclusives a year, they'll be fine. And if they're high quality, they'll be fine. They will sell right through this generation just like last. Xbox does have the PC community with them, so yeah, a lot of PC guys. 2 Game Pass subscriptions, Xbox and Sony. That would be awesome. Day. Oh yeah, exactly. If we started getting Sony games on a subscription day and date, yeah, I would sign up for it. I would definitely sign up for it. And they could probably even sell it for $20 a month, man. I don't know. I think $20 for a subscription for games is pretty high. If Microsoft goes any more than $10-15, the value will start to go down pretty quickly. Sony needs to worry about what they are losing their home turf in Japan to Xbox. Yeah, actually, I read something the other day that said Xbox is actually doing pretty well in Japan right now. That's pretty good if they are. Yeah. Xbox is going to have a major lead on PlayStation when it comes to getting into the PC market. That's for sure. Yeah, exactly. PlayStation's going to be fine. I don't know though, Andy, because PlayStation used to be really active in the community. They used to go to E3. They used to bring the big stuff. I mean, like PlayStation was but now they're starting to take that more conservative approach that might sting them in the long run, because a lot of people expect PlayStation to be front and center because they are the leader. I know I do. So I'm pretty sure that's going to affect how things go in the future. Xbox is in a position of being the true Netflix. Yes, they are. Oh. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and cut this tonight, man. I'm going to play some games, and I appreciate you guys coming. I'll try to figure out some better content. I had a whole bunch of stuff that I was going to talk about tonight, but I get into these conversations with you guys and I just kind of forget. And then I have to sit and try to look things up again, and that's just kind of dumb. And they never forget. I'm not saying they're going to be fine, because if they don't do something, they are bleeding money right now. And that's true. They are definitely losing some money. But if they can figure out a way to get, I'll see you later soon. If they can figure out a way to get things back, then they should be. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing them on the weekends for sure, guys. Definitely. That way, I'm planning on doing something tomorrow night, maybe a little bit later. But I kind of want to play some games tonight, and then I want to check out some more of this Metro Exodus and stuff, so that I have something to talk about tomorrow, guys. But yeah, I'm definitely going live tomorrow after work, probably around 5:00. Probably do 5:00 to as long as I can keep my eyes open. But yeah, I will be back on tomorrow, guys. So you guys have a good night. Thanks for coming to see me tonight. I really appreciate it. Hit that like, and we'll see you tomorrow, man. Thanks, guys.